What's poppin'? It's the kid RRRICO. And yes, we back with another reaction video. And today we're reacting to bodybuilders versus skinny guys. Who punches harder and fights better? And can bodybuilders fight? Lego.
What fascinates people is whether bodybuilders can fight. How effective was real bodybuilding for real street fighting?
The truth is I am twice your size, whether you want to admit it or not. I am twice your size. And,
Is that Rich Peanut or yeah, I think it is.
I definitely would have an advantage in the fight.
People always debate who's better in a real street fight.
More damn.
Or a skinny guy.
How much you weigh, Ron? 127. wait, how much? 127. Kilograms? Pounds. All right, guys. He's 127 pounds. All right, and he's half your size about the muscle.
Let's face it, big guys look intimidating, but can they generate enough power to punch hard enough to hurt you? Sure.
The more muscle, the more oxygen is needed to feed the muscle. I know that for a fact.
The answer to this may partly answer the main question. Does having more body mass mean that you will be better off in a real fight? Well, today, we're going to look at the science and the logic behind the argument that bodybuilders can fight.
I'm sure some of them can fight, but I mean, for the most of them, that's a lot of mass.
It requires a lot of energy, both physically and psychologically. Ordinarily, you'll drain very quickly.
Yep.
In fact, more muscle means more of a draw on your body's resources. In a real fight, what's more important is how you use your body, not what it looks like. Therefore, the question relates to the generation of force. How much force can you generate in your punch? Punching hard and fast relies on the ability to generate a large amount of force in a short period of time. To punch hard, you have to have the ability to
get knocked the back of the skull off
100 as fast as possible. But it's not just the acceleration that's important, it's the weight of your fists. Think of a heavy mass traveling at high speed. The mass traveling at speed hits with more power. It does more damage.
Yep.
A typical bodybuilder will struggle to generate this amount of force unless they enhance their kinetic chain. At an advanced level, to punch hard, you need to be able to disassociate the weight of your arm from your fist. Basically, your fist is a dead weight. Your arm is the whip. Think of a ball and chain. Now watch the bodybuilder here punching the ball. Note how he's unable to generate force towards his fist. This is because he's not turning with his hip enough to create the whip. Essentially, he needs to relax more, to whip more.
Yeah, that was a terrible punch.
Kinetic chain to develop power.
No technique, Jesus.
If you concentrate on bulking your body. Compare this to seasoned fighters. You'll see how they turn and generate force with a greater amount of torque with their bodies.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying big guys can't fight. Obviously, if a big guy gets hold of you in a grappling situation, then you're going to have a hard time initially.
You gonna get ragdolled straight up.
Big guys do burn out quite quickly.
Yeah.
That aside, it's more of an issue of functional fitness training. Look at powerlifters. They can generate enough force and momentum to accelerate an Olympic bar above their heads. Imagine that power could be harnessed to punch
Lil Nog and Rumble.
The issue of whether bigger guys can punch harder relates more to the ability to move your body mass quickly over a short distance. Engaging the kinetic chain of movement between various joints, as in powerlifting. To do so, you have to have a degree of flexibility in your muscles and joints. And this is something a pure bodybuilder is unlikely to have. Flexibility. So comparing to skinny guys, Bruce Lee would be a good example. He relied on the concept of short distance power. He contracted his muscle mass in a sudden fashion to generate immense amounts of force and power. In fact, he relied on a tremendous amount of speed as part of his equation for power generation. Smaller framed people with a higher muscle and twitch rate ratio are likely to generate more power than
Man, Nunez lit Ronda up. Oh my God.
It's not necessarily your size, but the way you use your body.
I mean, that's kind of common sense though.
Functional weight training as possible into your fight training. Weight training is effective for fight training, but it's the way that you use them that counts. Overall, I wouldn't advise bodybuilding only for self-defense or fight training. However, I do suggest that you train your power development with weights, especially if you wish to punch hard.
Is that Rashad Evans? Yep.
Finally, to answer the question, Can
Cali.
bodybuilders fight? Well, yes they can to a certain extent, but you'll seriously limit your ability to fight the larger you become. Thanks for watching.
You're fighting someone half your size. So all I gotta say is, if you don't accept this fight, you're done, man. You know, don't embarrass yourself like that.
Okay, that was pretty informative. But the best example, in my opinion, is if you watch Cain Velasquez take on Brock Lesnar. Cain weighed in, I believe, at 240. Brock weighed in probably 264. But we all know come fight night, once Brock rehydrated, he was probably, man, I don't know, probably close to 280 maybe. 290, something like that, man. Brock is a huge dude. Now, if you're the average viewer and you don't know too much about either fighter, and you were to put Cain next to Brock Lesnar, off the bat, you gonna say, dude, Brock Lesnar about to kill this dude. Just because of size alone. Brock, muscles, huge mass. Cain Velasquez, Cain doesn't have really a tall looking body. He's just an average 240 guy. But when they got in that cage door closed, it was all technique compared to size. Remember, Brock he's an NCAA Division I wrestler, but far as just striking and the different aspects of MMA, he lacked it. And Cain had every aspect of it. And that fight showed you that size absolutely does not matter. And it was a lot of people doubting Cain just based off of Brock's size alone. And some of these dudes were actual MMA reporters. And they based it off size alone, that if Brock got a hold of him, Cain would be able to get up. He did take Cain down. Cain got right back up to his feet out of a scramble, and you saw the rest. TKO cut his eye almost wide open, and he still has a scar to this day on his face. So if you ever wonder, do you want to prove that? Go watch that fight. Go watch that fight. If y'all like this video, the original, if y'all like this video, the original link will be down below. Thank you for kicking with the kid. And I'm out. Peace.